Check, 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 check. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Rustlers fans of all ages, welcome and thank you for joining us here in Wainwright for some Friday night hockey. We've got the Wainwright Rustlers versus the Hillmond Hitmen. And we'll talk to you again in a second once the PA announcer has done his business. We listen to the playing of O Canada.
For Hillmond, number 39, Matt Jean. And for your Rustlers, number 33, Thomas Eisenman. Tonight, the Rustlers would welcome two honorary captains. First off, Miguel Lopez is 6 and plays for the winner U7, Team 2 Yellow. His favorite NHL team is Detroit Red Wings, and Datsy is his favorite player. Miguel's favorite Rustlers, Brent Serensky. His ideal pregame meal is pizza, and in his free time, Miguel likes to play with his friends. Welcome, Miguel Lopez. Next up is Cruz Lopez. He's 8 years old and plays for the winner U9, Team 2 Bisons. The Oilers are his favorite NHL team, and Tri-Side is his favorite player. Brian Roulette is Cruz's favorite Rustler. Cruz thinks pizza is the ideal meal. In his free time, he likes to play hockey. Welcome, Cruz Lopez. At this time, we ask you to rise and be able to remove cover for the playing of O Canada.
And we are ready for some hockey action here in Wainwright. Once again, it's the Rustlers versus the Hillmond Hitmen tonight. Starting in goal for your Wainwright Rustlers is Tommy Eisenman. And across from him is Matt DeYoung in goal for the Hitmen. In what should be an exciting game tonight. These two teams played just a few nights ago in a midweek showdown on Wednesday night in Hillmond. And it was a barn burner, as the Hillmond Hitmen took a 7-6 win in their home barn in a high-scoring affair. And we can expect to see something similar tonight as Hillmond wins the opening draw. Horn chases down the loose puck in his own end, but it ends up on a Hillmond stick. Eisman forced to make an early athletic save, reacting to a bouncing puck right in front of his net. And now Connor James with some speed out the middle of the ice. He shovels it off to his brother Carson on the right wing. Battle for it behind the net. Hamilton comes away with it. Tries to play it to Connor James at the point, but it was just out of his reach. And we're going to get a quick power play opportunity for the Bisons as Connor James got hauled down in the neutral zone. It's going to be 2 minutes for tripping. The James brothers were clicking on Wednesday night in Hillmond as Connor had a goal and 2 assists, and Carson had a goal and assist himself.
But penalty, number 12,
And we'll see if they can connect on a couple goals tonight as they did many times early in the season. As this power play is going, Cody Woodward sent a shot about a mile over the net after the rebound landed on his stick. Hillmond is able to clear the zone, though. And with 30 seconds expired in this power play, Goslin is in behind his own net, setting things up. He leaves it there for Chad Marchand. Back to Goslin. He goes far side to Ouellette. Passes a little behind him, so he had to slow down and play it to the far right corner. Now pass right out front to Carson James. He can't get the backhand off in time. Mullet with a couple great chances in front. Sorry, that's Shirley with a couple great chances in front. And now James brings it around the boards to Ouellette. He's able to keep it in the zone for a second despite some pressure, but the Hitmen able to get a hold of it and sling it all the way down the ice. 52 seconds left to go in this power play opportunity. Now it's Hamilton coming up the left wing. He crosses the blue line. Plays it in behind the net. Connor James is on the other side and picks it up there. Now in front of the Zamboni doors. He's looking for a teammate to shovel the puck off to, but he's going to work it up to the point himself before sliding it down to Hamilton. Back to James in the slot. He gets it to his forehand and a nifty little move to get it to his brother Carson, but he wasn't in position to get a shot off, so he had to play it to the point to Leighton. And his pass was deflected and cleared out into the neutral zone. James shovels it down low to Pfister. Now Pfister in the corner. Sends it up to Connor James. He goes to a backhand pass over to his brother Carson. His shot misses the net entirely. As we're back to 5-on-5 hockey now. The Rustlers with a number of chances in that power play. Just couldn't cash in early in the game here. The Hitmen playing some dump and chase so they can get out there or get off for a line change. The Rustlers pick it up in their own end. Dicker's backhand pass finds Connor James, but Ty Mullet is just an inch offside. The faceoff will come outside the Hillmond blue line. Just over 3 minutes expired in this one. We've got a line centered by Scott McCluskey with Ty Mullet on his right and Calvin Dicker on his left. Out there for the Rustlers now. And now a turnover in the defensive zone for the Rustlers. Almost cost them, giving up a great opportunity to Hillmond. But they're able to gain control of it as Dicker banks it off the glass and out into the neutral zone. Plenty of Rustlers on the forecheck there, and they almost go offside as they intercepted the pass. They did go offside. So that'll slow things down as the Rustlers get a full service change here. Looks like it's going to be Clausen centering this line tonight with Lishka and Levi Woodward. They've got Connor James and Cole Horn behind them. Rustlers can't keep it in at the blue line, but they do pick up a loose puck in the neutral zone. Connor James tries to find an outlet pass. Goes a little ahead of Horn, giving the Hitmen a chance to dump it in deep and force the Rustlers to regroup. Now Clausen up the right wing. He tries to muscle off the defender, but Hillmond picks up the puck. They tip it in to the far left corner. Shirley's there to chase it down and play it behind the net to Horn. Horn's carrying it himself. He's going to cross the red line and dump it in. As the forward line goes for a change. Let's pass to Bailey in the neutral zone is out of his reach, forcing him to hustle back. It makes its way back to Ouellette. Marchand and Cody Woodward team up to get it out of the zone. They can't get it deep enough. And now a battle in the neutral zone ensues. Hillmond comes away with it. The shot goes wide of the net. And cycle it back up to the point. Now down low as there's a Hillmond player sprawled in the crease. He got up with a vengeance, looking to find somebody to give a little business to, but the Rustlers come away with the puck and work it down ice quickly. Marchand with a nifty little pass back to Shirley, but his shot was deflected up and over the net. And over the glass for a face-off. Good crowd tonight here in Wainwright. As there's quite a few folks out here looking to enjoy some Friday night hockey and what is the Rustlers' final regular season home game of the season, as tomorrow night in St. Walburg will be their last game of the regular season schedule. Gosselin couldn't clear the zone. His clearing attempt is picked off, and now Hillmond tries to work it out from the corner. And the Rustlers now, as they were caught scrambling, it looks like Kelvin Hamilton's going to go to the box for hooking. As the puck carrier, with some nifty footwork, had eluded Hamilton, and he got that stick up in the belly area. And he'll be going to the box for 2 minutes or less for a hook. Rustlers win the draw. Connor James very smartly takes his time, clears it all the way down the ice, right on goal. Forcing DeYoung to play it to his defenseman. McCluskey, along with Mullet, with a heavy forecheck, forces the Hitmen to circle back twice already. We'll see how much more pressure they can put on. That's going to be it from McCluskey as he heads to the bench. And Hillmond exits their zone. They dump it in as it swings around the boards to the left wing. Rustlers can't get it across the blue line. A couple attempts there. The Hitmen able to hold on to it. They work it up to the point on the right side. Now blue line to blue line, and a long shot is blocked by Clausen. It hops way up in the air, and a bouncing puck trickles out into the neutral zone. It looks like we're going to get a penalty here. Roughing, I believe, was the signal, as Cole Horn makes his way to the box. So the Rustlers down 2 men for the next minute. But Marchand able to clear the zone with a loose puck. Gets it all the way down the ice. DeYoung has to come out and pick it up. So it's a cross check. Cross check for Cole Horn. Sends it to the box for 2 minutes. Rustlers have another 36 seconds of 5-on-3 to kill off here. They look to force Hillmond to the outside. Long shot. Ends up right in the chest of Eisman. He can't hold on to the rebound, though, and the Rustlers are going to be able to clear it. Marchand gets to it first, dumps it all the way down the ice. 15 seconds to go on the Hamilton penalty. 3 fresh penalty killers out there for the Rustlers. It's Bailey, Connor James, and Clausen. As Hamilton is getting ready to come out of the box, the Rustlers are battling for it in the corner, trying to kill some more time off this clock. It's Bailey in there now. But Hillmond with a nifty move, try to get to the slot. And now from the point, a shot is blocked again by Clausen. That's his second blocked shot of this penalty kill. And he's going to head to the box, rest up for his next opportunity to make a big defensive play. 35 seconds left in this penalty as the Rustlers' penalty kill has been stout so far. Another clearing attempt all the way down the ice by James. We'll run this down even further as the clock now shows 20 seconds remaining on the Horn penalty as Gosselin picks up loose puck in the neutral zone, feeds it to Mullet. His quick shot looked to have DeYoung beat, but it just missed the net. He wasn't quite sure where that puck was. Now Horn standing and ready to come back on the ice Good play by Goslin to stand up the puck carrier at the blue line. Force the Hitmen back, and the Rustlers have killed off a little over 3 minutes of penalty kill, including a minute of 5-on-3. That's going to be an icing call. No change icing, of course, so the Rustlers will stay put. As you heard that big cheer, we've got a salute to a birthday boy in the crowd right in front of us. We've got a group of about 20, 25 young hockey players here enjoying this game. Great to see the youngsters out supporting the Rustlers. Hillmond won the draw. Chipped it in behind the net, but the Rustlers come away with it. It's Connor James playing it cross ice to McCluskey. Pass was a little behind him, so he had to slow up, and he's just going to dump it and let his teammates chase it down. Now Goslin carries it across the blue line, kicks it back up to his stick, and his quick shot was gloved down to midair by DeYoung and held onto for a face-off as we approach the halfway point of this opening period. Pfister in for the draw now. Carson James on his right, Calvin Hamilton on his left. There's a lot of firepower in this line. And now, after doing a fantastic job on the penalty kill, the Rustlers are going to get their second power play opportunity of the night. As Hamilton gets tripped up in the corner. And it's going to be 2 for tripping. Carson Stang of the Hitmen. That forward line's going to stay out there for this power play. They've got Horn and Connor James on the blue line. Hillmond's able to clear the zone, and Connor James is going to chase it back in his own end. He leaves it there for Horn. Nice pass right up the middle to Hamilton. He deflects it into the corner. Connor's there to pick it up and plays it to Carson. Back to Connor. He skates it up to the blue line and shovels it down to Hamilton. Back to Connor once again. His shot is deflected just barely wide of the goal. And then he hustles back. He does a great job of getting in the passing lane as Hillmond is trying to spring a player on the power play. And now a beautiful opportunity from Connor James. Splits the D. Sidestepped a third player, went to the back edge, trying to beat the goaltender high glove side. That would have been one of the highlight goals of the season, but a beautiful glove save by DeYoung to keep this game scoreless. Rustlers with 1:10 left in the power play. They get the puck in behind the net. It's Shirley out there. He plays it to Roulette at the point, over to Goslin. His long shot looking for a redirect in front. I think it was redirected, but wide of the goal. Now Hillmond clears his zone, but not very deep, giving Roulette a chance to pick it up and try and make something happen quickly. Woodward looks for the cross-ice pass, but got a man in the passing lane and broke it up. Marchand with a good battle along the boards, plays it into the corner, and they get it out in front. Second chance in the slot. The Rustlers have 3 opportunities, and they finally bury one. It's Connor James putting the Rustlers up 1-0 on the power play. I apologize. It's Brian Roulette scoring to put them up on the power play. They both wear the fishbowl cage. And one wears 5 and one wears 15, so my apologies, but Brian Roulette buries one on a second and third opportunity as goaltender DeYoung just couldn't find the puck. It was bouncing around in the crease, and Roulette jams it home to go up 1-0 with a power play goal.
Number 5, Brian Roulette. Assist to number 71, Mike Shirley. And number 77, Cody Woodward. Out of that goal, 49. Roulette from Shirley and Woodward at 8:49 on the power play.
Now Hillmond with a couple chances in front. Eisman sprawling. The Hitmen can't get the puck out in front. Eventually the Rustlers come away with it, but there's a signal from the referee, and they're sending Scott McCluskey to the penalty box. 2 minutes for cross-checking in front of the net. So far in this game, a similar situation to the Rustlers' last home game. Different referees, but still a constant march to the penalty box. It's going to be a special teams night here in Wainwright once again, I think.
Rustler penalty, number 9, Scott McCluskey.
Hillmond wins the draw, but a little too strong for their own good.
McCluskey, minor penalty for cross.
This defenseman, Joel Gagnon, can hold on to it at the blue line. They got to circle all the way back in their own end. Try and get a breakout going. They enter the zone here. Quick shot. Got Eisman a little awkwardly in the glove, and he couldn't hold on to it, but thankfully he had a teammate there, I believe it was Mullet, to clear the puck down the ice. 30 seconds gone in the power play now. Hillmond works it up into the high slot, and they try to go to the far post. Eisman sprawling once again, and he's able to make the play. As Hillmond had a great scoring opportunity there. The Rustlers is able to clear it all the way down the ice, killing even more time off this penalty. So we're down to a minute 9 remaining in the McCluskey cross-check penalty, and the Rustlers are getting an offensive zone face-off here. Marchand in for the draw. He wins it back to Shirley, who looks for the quick shot. Young able to scoop that one up quickly and play it off to his defenseman so the power play can keep themselves moving. They swing in behind the net, try to play it out in front. But Eisman knocked it down, and Goslin's able to pick it up and clear it all the way down the ice once again. Marchand in on the forecheck. Got a piece of De Jong there in his right pad, but goaltender's no worse the wear. And no penalty from that little bit of contact. Rustlers can't get out of the zone quite yet. As Hillmond now has a chance to set something up. But a great sprawling effort from Clausen. He's a defensive star so far in this first period. As he clears the zone there and forces Hillmond to try again. A lot of weird bounces on the puck tonight. A couple times he's taking a weird angle off the glass. But Eisman was quick reflexes there, and he's able to clear it. And that'll do it for the McCluskey penalty. And now the Rustlers pick up the puck in their own end. They're back to 5-on-5 hockey, and they're going to try and make something happen with it. It's Hamilton down the left wing. He cuts to the middle, but that little deke left the puck just an inch out of his reach. Carson James had a chance there in the backhand, but it went up and over the net. Now Connor slides it into the crease, but De Jong holds on to that one for a face-off. 6 minutes to go in this first period. Rustlers holding on to a 1-0 lead. They look fantastic on the penalty kills so far, killing 3 penalties in this first period, and cashing in once on the power play. Marchand wins the draw back to Horn. But the Hitmen able to clear the zone. Now Marchand in the corner. He gets to the point to Connor. His shot looking for a redirect was just behind Shirley. The Rustlers able to keep it into the blue line. Only for a moment, though, as Hillmond's able to clear it. Now we got a whole bunch of back and forth at the blue line before Hillmond circles back in their own end. The Rustlers force a turnover. Now in the slot, it's Marchand who plays it up to Connor at the point. He sends it down low, the shot wide of the net. Now a chance right in front. The backhand for Marchand was steered wide, and the Hillmond Hitmen cleared all the way down the ice for an icing call. Their 5 are going to have to stay put, but the Rustlers are getting some fresh legs out here. It's that line of Clausen, Lischka, and Woodward. Millette and Bailey are the blue liners. Clausen wins the draw. And it redirects a shot that just trickles wide of the goal. A great opportunity there for Clausen on the offensive side after he's made 3 highlight reel defensive plays tonight. Hillmond clears the zone. Who lets the last man back as they try to make their way into the zone. Actually, they had to dump it, giving the Rustlers a chance to clear the zone. And now Hillmond with the puck once again. They chip it in deep. Bailey's there to play it on his backhand to Mullet. And now McCluskey with the puck. Sends it to Dicker. Passes behind him, but he kicks it up very smoothly to his forehand. And his shot steered wide into the corner. And Hitmen come away with the puck as they cross the blue line. They were just ever so slightly offside. Bringing the face-off outside the zone with 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in this opening period. Hillmond wins the draw. Now they work it up through the neutral zone, crossing the blue line. Put a high shot on net. Eisman gloves that one out of the air and holds on for a face-off. The Rustlers, after leading the way in the SaskAlta standings for most of the season, have trickled down to 4th place after their loss on Wednesday. But we have a chance here. It's Carson James with Kelvin Hamilton. James keeps it himself. He shoots. He scores. James with a great play on his own blue line to break out the pass. Settled down the bobbling puck, and he was off to the races with Kelvin Hamilton to his left. But he holds on to it himself, takes that shot, and scores high blocker side over Matt DeYoung to give the Rustlers a 2-0 lead in this one with 3:48 to go in the first period.
For Rustlers goals, number 11, Carson James, unassisted. Time of that goal, 3:48. James, unassisted at 3:48.
As I was saying, the playoff picture, the Rustlers might have another chance here real quick. Hamilton chasing down a loose puck.
$750.
Pfister in front of the Zamboni doors. His pass is intercepted, and Hillmond comes the other way. After Wednesday night, Rustlers losing to these Hillmond Hitmen. And at the same time, oddly enough, there were 3 SaskAlta hockey games on Wednesday night, which is a rare sight. But as the Rustlers lost into Hillmond, the Dewberry Mustangs won in their home barn, which put them ahead of the Rustlers by 2 points. Moving into 3rd place, dropping Wainwright to 4th in a tie with St. Walburg, who they'll be playing tomorrow night on the road. So lots can happen in the standings as we reach the end of the season here. Paradise Hill has their season wrapped up, sitting at 21 points in 2nd place. The Rustlers could pass them if they pick up all 4 points available to them in these tonight and tomorrow in the last 2 games. Plenty of chances in front there for Shirley. You can't bury one. The Rustlers put a few shots on goal there. Hillmond eventually able to clear it, and I believe that caught the glove of somebody on the bench, so a quick whistle here to slow things down. Rustlers at 18 points, Dewberry at 20 points, Paradise Hill at 21 points, and the Lashburn Flyers at 22 points. Lashburn will be tough to beat as they still have 2 games to play and should be able to pick up at least a couple points. There's a good chance they finish atop the league, but the Rustlers have a chance to move themselves up as far as 2nd place. They have some success this weekend. That puck hits somebody on the bench once again. And now we got some rough stuff in front of the bench. Somebody was not too pleased. Levi Woodward either running his mouth or giving a little shove after the whistle. But not much comes of it. And we're back to action with 2 minutes to go here in the second period, or first period. Hitmen in the corner now. Try to work up to the point. Bouncing puck. Meant a wobbly shot over into the corner. The Rustlers almost come away with it, but Hillmond steals it back. Mullet with a great diving play to break up that scoring attempt, though, and now Dicker comes down the right wing with speed. He gets knocked off his stick at the last second, so he has to slam on the brakes and try to find a teammate. He finds Connor James on the far side. He works it down low to Mullet, but it gets knocked off his stick, and Hillmond able to clear the zone. The Hitmen dump it in. Swings all the way around the boards. Horn's there to pick it up. Plays it to Connor James sends a hard pass up to Pfister. He's got Carson on the other side. That pass is picked off, and Hillmond dumps it all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing call with 47 seconds to go in the opening period. Pfister in for the draw as the Rustlers look to add to their lead in the final minute of this first period. Rustlers win the draw. Connor from the point found his brother in the high slot, but he fanned on the one-timer. And now Pfister in front of the Zamboni doors plays it up to the point. His shot is kicked away by DeYoung. Rebound squirts out past the blue line. Rustlers have to regroup. It's now Pfister stepping in, taking his time. The rebound is up in the air, and the referee signaling a high stick. The Rustlers had put it in the goal, but the referee said it got knocked down by a high stick. No goal. "20 seconds to go in this period. Looks like the officials decided that the faceoff needs to come outside the blue line. Hillmond wins the draw here. They can't clear the zone just yet as the Rustlers come away with it. With a quick chance, it's Cody Woodward, and he can't bury it with an open net, a sprawling goaltender. You got another chance at it. And in the dying seconds, the Rustlers had two great scoring opportunities. So that's going to do it for the first period, as Wainwright will have to settle for a 2-0 lead after 20 minutes of play. Cody Woodward with a couple great chances there at the end. And Hillmond nearly had a breakaway to finish the period, but the time ran out on them. And that's going to do it. 2-0 for the Wainwright Rustlers after an exciting first period. They outshot their opponents 18-5 in the opening 20 minutes. Both teams had a number of power play opportunities. The Rustlers cashed in on one of them. And that'll do it for the first. We're going to take a break for the intermission. We'll be back with you in about 20 minutes to start the second period. Welcome back, hockey fans, as we're ready for the second period here in Wainwright. If you're just joining us, the Rustlers are up 2-0 after the first period. Scored once in the power play from Brian Ouellette, who banged one home. The loose puck in the crease. And then Carson James with a beautiful breakaway. It was actually a 2-on-0. He had Kelvin Hamilton with him, but kept it himself and buried it over the glove of Hillmond goaltender Matt DeYoung. And that's where we sit after 20 minutes. Now Pfister into the forecheck. He's going to pick up the loose puck in the corner there. Sends it up to the point to Connor James. He can't keep it inside the blue line, though, and he's got to back up into the neutral zone before sending a stretch pass to Pfister, but that one's deflected wide of the target. The Rustlers have to regroup all the way back in their own end. Now Shirley down the right wing. His quick shot steered away with the blocker. Pfister struggling to get off the ice and onto the bench with the linesman in the way. But the Rustlers in an awkward situation, giving the Hillmond Hitmen a chance to gain the zone. But Wainwright quickly turns it the other way. Woodward almost had a 2-on-1 going there, but he just couldn't catch up to that puck. It was moving a little too quick on the slick, fresh ice. Now Marchand sends it over to Woodward on the right wing. He drops it back to Shirley, who shoots and scores! Mike Shirley from Cody Woodward and Chad Marchand. A great goal there for the Rustlers as they quickly take a 3-0 lead here in the second period. Nice crisp passing from that line as Marchand sent a strong pass cross ice to Woodward. Woodward dropped it to Shirley, and he made no mistake. Fired one just under the blocker of DeYoung. Make this a 3-0 hockey game. Now Hillmond, as they try to answer back, but their pass is picked off just outside the Rustlers' blue line, and now Mullet with a chance. The blocker save made there. He'll play it up to the point to Ouellette, but his shot's knocked down. Now the Rustlers in the slot with the chance, but they couldn't bury it. And Hillmond comes the other way. Blocker save made there by Eisenman as the Rustlers are able to clear the zone, and it's Scott McCluskey carrying the puck. He shovels it up to Dicker. Tries to make a slick move, but gets knocked off his stick. And now Bailey keeps it in the blue line. He gets tripped up. No penalty there. And now Levi Woodward battling in the corner. But the Hitmen come away with it. Just get it outside the blue line. They make a slick move to get inside the defense. But the shot goes wide of the goal. And now the Rustlers in their own end. It's Connor James swooping in behind his own net. Tries to clear the zone, but Hillmond just barely keeps it in. Horn breaks up the ensuing pass attempt. He can't get it out of the zone either. Rustlers struggling to clear it. They finally do. It gets out to the neutral zone. Now Connor James picks it up, and he gets tripped up. And after all that mess just inside their own blue line, the Rustlers, once they finally get out of the zone, draw a penalty, and they're going to go on the power play. It's Cole Gregoire going to the box, 2 minutes for tripping. Now the Rustlers trying to extend this lead even further, and they win the draw. Hillmond able to clear the zone, but only to about center ice. The Rustlers don't have to back up too far, but as they try to enter the zone, the pass gets picked off. And now they do have to come all the way back behind their own net. Try and set something up. It's Goslin carrying it. He drops it to Ouellette, but he wasn't ready for that one. It was in his feet. He eventually gathers it up, sends it to Hamilton, who dumps it in the far corner. Pfister and Carson James in there, along with Hamilton on this power play. James to Goslin at the top. He sends it to Ouellette. Sent a quick pass back to James, but it went right through the wickets. The Rustlers have to try again. Hillmond now able to clear the zone as we're halfway through this power play opportunity for the Rustlers. Ouellette sends it all the way up to Marchand. The puck was rolling a little bit. Marchand couldn't grab it. Ends up going all the way down the ice for icing. The Rustlers have 6 men on the ice right now. They're going to have to send somebody back to the bench. Cole Horn's going to be that guy. Now as Hillmond wins the draw, they work it in behind the net, try and kill some time off this penalty. Now Ouellette sends across ice to Shirley. And over to Marchand, and now Wainwright trying to set something up on the power play. Shirley with the puck. He slides it in behind the net. Now up the boards to Connor James. It got chipped past him. Russell's got to regroup now. Woodward is trying to chase that down, but we got a whistle here. And the faceoff is going to come. Well, it's going to be inside the Hillmond zone. Marchand in now with Cody Woodward on his left. Mike Shirley on his right, and he won the faceoff straight back and split his own defenseman. They got to regroup here. Hillmond picks it off in the neutral zone as we're now back to 5-on-5 hockey. The Rustlers quickly working it the other way. Marchand tries to drop it back to Shirley. Can't complete the pass, and Hillmond comes through the neutral zone. They cross the blue line. And play it behind the net. Shirley chasing it down in the corner. He gets shoved off the puck. Connor James is there to pick it up, and he weaves his way through the neutral zone. Dicker just barely stays on side, but Connor James takes the shot. It gets deflected way up and over the mesh. It's going to be a face-off for the blocker side of DeYoung here in the Hillmond end. Lusky wins the draw, and it's Horn from the point. He's looking for a redirect on a shot right on goal, but no such redirect was found. The rebound lands on the Hillmond stick, and they quickly come down the other way. Their centering pass is deflected, and the Rustlers come away with it. Connor James carries it over the blue line, but his shot's blocked. Dicker's there to pick up the loose puck and get it back to Connor James, but it gets knocked off his stick. And now the Hitmen come back down the left wing. Centering pass with the one-timer goes up and over the net. Lusky's there to grab the rebound. And Hillmond comes away with it after that. And it hits another player on the bench, this time on the Hillmond side. Faceoff's going to come all the way back just outside the Hitman blue line. So we've got 13 minutes left to go in this second period. The Rustlers still up 3-0. They're absolutely controlling the shot counter. Leading the way 22-6 in shots on goal. 23-6 now. The Hitmen trying to make something happen with some speed down the right wing. Slam on the brakes and a centering pass Gets knocked down, lands right on a Hillmond stick. And a backhand chance on goal is thwarted by Eisman, and he holds on. Keep the Hitmen off the scoreboard for now. Hitmen win the draw. Their shot from the point is blocked, and now Goslin has it pinned in the corner. They play it over to Layton. And up the ice with Pfister chasing it down. He can't get there in time. And now we got a whole lot of action in front of the Rustlers bench. Spencer Goslin had thrown a big hit, and the Hitmen took offense to that. As now we've got a full gloves-on brawl in front of the bench. We'll see what comes of this. Whole lot of jawing from the Rustlers bench. Mike Shirley getting into it. Yeah, just had a helmet thrown across the ice. The Hitman captain playing a little soccer with the Rustlers helmet. It's Kelvin Hamilton's helmet. Things are getting feisty here with the Rustlers up 3-0 nearly halfway through this game. No surprise, both penalty box doors are open. And we'll see who's going. It looks like both captains are going to go. Looks like the one referee is waving for another Hillmond player to make his way to the bench. Derek Pfister is going to go, to the penalty box. Derek Pfister is going to go to the box on the Rustlers side. This might be an offsetting situation. Good chance we see a pair of minor penalties on either end. Taking a while to sort out this mess here. Looks like the Rustlers penalty box door is open once again. And Kelvin Hamilton looks a little rejected. Makes me think that the Rustlers are going to be shorthanded here. It appears that will be the situation. We've got a 2-minute penalty on the scoreboard for the Rustlers. Meaning we've got 2 minor penalties on either end and an extra 2-minute minor for the Rustlers. Looks like it's going to be Levi Woodward in the box for that one. So it's going to be a 5-on-4 power play in favor of the Hillmond Hitmen after all is said and done. And now we're finally ready to go. 12:15 remaining in the second period. So Rustlers go back to the penalty kill. They win the draw, and Connor James dumps all the way down the ice.
10-minute misconduct. That's number 12, Riley Noble. 2 minutes for cross-check. To the Rustlers, number 4, Spencer Gosling. 2 minutes for interference and 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. That's number 19, Derek Christian. 10-minute misconduct. Time of penalty, 12:15.
All right, I don't know how much of that you caught from the PA announcer, but a pair of 10-minute misconducts on the Rustlers side is going to be Derek Pfister. And then 2 minute for roughing on the Hillmond side. And then Spencer Gosling took 2 minutes for interference, which was the hit that started the whole brouhaha. And another 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct, I believe it was. So that's how everything shakes out. And the Rustlers have already cleared half this penalty off the board and counting. And Hillmond hasn't had an opportunity yet, down to 45 seconds remaining in their power play, and they're still in their own end. They struggle to break out of their zone with some pressure. The Rustlers able to clear it once again. Carson James on the forecheck as he does his darndest to pin this against the boards and kill some more time. Fantastic job on his part as a one-man crew down there. Even playing the puck from his knees to get back up with possession of it and pin it against the boards to run this all the way down to 10 seconds remaining. Woodward standing and ready to come out of the box. Dawson will stay in there until the next whistle because of those offsetting minors. And now Woodward skates right past the loose puck in the neutral zone as he was focused on getting to the bench. Now Bailey up to Mullet in their own end. They find McCluskey. He's got Shirley with him. He's going to drop it for Shirley. Shirley looking for the back post pass, but it got picked off. And now Ouellette from the point fires one wide of the goal. McCluskey's there. Steps around a defender. Shuffles it off to Shirley. His shot knocked down with the blocker. He's going to get it back in the slot, but it was just knocked off the stick at the last second. He's going to chase a loose puck in behind the net, though. He gets it out front to Mullet. His stick was tied up. And now Ouellette with a great play to use the body to thwart the clearing attempt. In the corner now, it's Mullet and Shirley. Puck comes loose. And Horn doing his best to keep it in the zone, but it squirts past them. Now fight for it just outside the Hillmond blue line. Woodward picks it up. Gets to Marchand, back to Woodward, back to Marchand, but that one couldn't connect. He finally gets it back and gets it to Horn. His shot along the ice steered wide. Rustlers try to work it out in front. Hillmond gets a couple sticks on it. Eventually able to clear the zone. And now Marchand gets the puck just outside the blue line. Had to wait up for Woodward to get back onside. And eventually, the timing wasn't there, and the Rustlers turned the puck over to Hillmond and cleared the zone. And now Mr. James, as these youngsters in front of us like to call Connor James, local school teacher, carries it through the neutral zone, and Hamilton dumps it in. Dicker at the side of the goal finds Hamilton out in front. Now Mullet's there with it. And no dice there for the Rustlers. Hillmond just can't get it out of the zone. See if the Rustlers can take advantage of one of these turnovers. Ouellette sends it down low now. Now it's Dicker. Skates in behind the net. Puck hops off his stick like it was on a string. And now a big hit from Bailey. He was trying to keep the puck inside the blue line when it comes out. And a face-off will come just outside the Hillmond blue line. We got 7:45 remaining in the second period, and it's still 3-0. Hillmond wins the job at Clausen quickly on the forecheck, trying to force a turnover behind the Hillmond net. He's got Levi Woodward with him. Clausen comes away with it. He cycles it down low to Woodward. And now it's going to be an interference penalty on Clausen, who's just throwing the body on the man who was controlling the puck along the boards. The referee says that's interference. Another penalty kill for the Rustlers. They've been stout so far tonight. And with 7:22 left in the second period, we want to keep that trend going. Marchand gets thrown out of the face-off circle. Gosselin came in to try and win it, but Hillmond did. And they got control of the puck now in the corner. They tried a centering pass out into the slot, but there's nothing going there. Now Carson James just chips it into the offensive zone. Now a loose puck in the slot. Eisman came out to try and play it. The Hillmond forward got to it first, but couldn't do much with it. And then a shot block from Carson James in the high slot there, affording a scoring opportunity. Now Marchand, after a battle in the corner, came away with it for a second, but he got tied up once again. Now he has it coming the other direction. And now we got another penalty coming here. We'll see which direction it's going to go. It's going to be holding. Gosselin's got some words for a Hillmond player before he makes his way back to the penalty box. It's getting a little busy down there in the Rustlers box. Pfister's in the midst of serving his 10-minute misconduct. Lawson halfway through serving an interference penalty, and now Gosselin going 2 minutes for holding. It's the second time tonight the Rustlers have been down by 2 men. Same situation as last time, actually. 57 seconds remaining was the exact time we were at. Last time the Rustlers went from a 5-on-4 penalty kill to a 5-on-3 penalty kill. They're able to immediately clear the zone and get the puck all the way down the ice.
Gosselin for holding at 6:19.
Now the Hitmen can't connect on the stretch pass. They get it back, though. Now, great opportunity here, but a wonderful save by Eisman. As the puck was hopping on the puck carrier. But Eisman's able to stay with it, be patient, and hold on for a face-off. Hitmen win the draw here. They have it on the point. Was swiped away by Kelvin Hamilton, but the Rustlers can't clear the zone. Hillmond works it across the blue line. It's Gagnon from the point now. His flat pass is a little too hard for Stansfield. The Rustlers have a chance to clear it down the ice. Back to 5-on-4 now as Clausen comes out of the box. We got 50 seconds remaining in the Gosselin holding penalty. Connor James taking his time, eventually fires it all the way down the ice. Caught out of the air by the goaltender. and left there for his defenseman as we're down to 40 seconds remaining in the penalty kill for Wainwright. Hillmond crosses the blue line now and almost puts themselves offside going across the blue line. They keep it in. Work it down low now. Heisman catches a wobbly puck out of the air and holds on for a face-off once again. So we got 23 seconds left in the Goslin penalty. 4:41 left in the second period. Rustlers still holding on to that 3-0 lead. Rustlers win the draw. Heisman had a quick reaction to steer it wide of their own goal. And now the Rustlers are going to get back to even strength, as they're going to get a slashing penalty here on Hillmond. Eventually, Hillmond does touch the puck. Marchand was doing all he could to try and create a scoring opportunity there. It's going to be 2 minutes for slashing, as the Rustlers will get nearly a full power play here, as there's only 2 seconds remaining in the Goslin penalty. So with an offensive zone faceoff, it's essentially start of a 2-minute power play here, especially if they can win this draw. They don't win the draw, but they do get possession of the puck.
Number 37, Chase
Hamilton throws it right on goal, and a couple of rebound opportunities there. Mullet finally comes away with it. A cheeky smile in the direction of Kelvin Dicker, who couldn't bury the first wide open net. Mullet cashes in on the second wide open net. And that power play lasted all of 8 seconds as Wainwright jumps out to a 4-0 lead. Rustlers win the draw as we approach 4 minutes remaining in the second period. Shirley with the quick shot. Right up near the chin of the goaltender. He snaps that one out of the air. We got a face-off coming up.
Mullet from Dicker and Hamilton at 4:10.
Hey, Ken, great to hear from you. Thanks for joining us once again tonight and supporting your Rustlers. Always love to hear when you guys are watching from down south. Also, always jealous of your sunshine. But ours will come soon enough. Until then, we have hockey season. Marchand in for the draw. He wins that one back to Layton. And across to Goslin. He'll chip that one off the boards, try chasing himself. Shirley picks off a cross-ice Hillmond pass, forcing the goaltender to come out and poke check it forward. And now the Hitmen from just inside their own blue line play it up through the neutral zone. That shot is deflected by Layton and well wide of the net. And the Rustler is able to clear the zone. And now the Hitmen with a great chance here. Well, that shot goes wide of the net from the right wing, as they were coming in with some kind of speed. It was Dalton Weinkoff, but his shot missed on the glove side. Now Mullet gets a hold of a loose puck in the neutral zone, sends it to Dicker. His shot goes wide. It rings around the boards, and Connor James there to pick it up inside the blue line. He sends it to Mullet, but Mullet's slap shot was blocked, and Hillmond clears the zone. Connor looking for a teammate, Ouellette looking for a teammate across ice, but doesn't connect on that one. Leads to an icing call, and with 2:25 remaining in the second period, it's going to be a face-off to Tommy Eisman's glove hand side. Let comes away with it off the draw. Gets it to Mullet. Can't clear the zone, though. And now Hillmond with a great chance right front point blank. And Eisman gets the better of Renton. Mano in the slot, and the goaltender comes up big. Mister wins the draw. Back to Connor James. Swings around the boards to Hamilton, who flips it up in the air all the way across the ice to Connor James. Back to Hamilton, and his shot was deflected, goes way up into the netting. So with just a tick under 2 minutes to go, Rustlers with an offensive zone draw. It's Pfister, Hamilton, and James, with Ouellette and James on the blue line. Rustlers win the draw, and Ouellette sends a cheeky shot on goal that went through a couple bodies and found its way to the net. Good save, though, and now another quick shot. And quick reaction save there as well. James goes cross ice, and it gets knocked down with not a high stick. But that one definitely came out of the blue, outside the zone. Officials must have missed it. The Rustlers had a great scoring chance there. Can't capitalize. Now Pfister plays it in behind the net, gets hauled down. And no Rustler can get a hold of it until it's already cleared to center ice. Goslin dumps it in as most of the Rustlers go for a line change.
Last minute of play.
And we hit the final minute. Goslin chips it forward to Levi Woodward. He bangs it off the boards. Tries to chase it down himself. The Hitmen able to get control. Tried to send a stretch pass through the neutral zone, couldn't connect. Now it's Clausen. He just put an easy shot on net, which is held onto for a face-off as we got 36 seconds to go. Or nothing for the good guys in this one. They're looking to close out the period in a strong way. Leading on the shot counter, 31-13. Marchand wins the draw. The Rustlers just have to dump it into the corner to avoid the pressure. But they're going to get it right back because that's going to be not an icing call. Wait until the very last second to wave that one off. So Hillmond with the chance now, deep in Rustlers territory. 10 seconds to go. And now James is going to spring Shirley. He's got 5 seconds. He's got Woodward with him. He elects to pass. And now a great chance at the buzzer for Marchand, but DeYoung gets the glove up in the air, flashes the leather, and robs him of a buzzer beater goal. So the Rustlers have to settle for a 4-0 lead after 40 minutes of hockey. 32-13 on the shot clock as the Rustlers are controlling the pace of play and controlling the scoreboard through the first 2 periods in this one in what is their final regular season home game of the season. We're going to take a break for intermission. Please join us in about 20 minutes for the start of the 3rd period. We'll see you then. Welcome back, folks. Just in time to start the third period. The Rustlers are up 4-0 after 40 minutes of hockey. And right off the hop, we got a loose puck that makes its way onto the Hillmond goal, and it's held onto for a face-off. Pfister wins the draw back to Connor James. With nowhere else to go, he slings it into the far corner. But none of his teammates can get there in time to pick it up, so Hillmond clears the zone. Wainwright's going to try again. That's going to be no icing call, they say, even though it was deflected well on the Rustlers' side of the center ice. Connor James thwarts a clearing attempt and tries to feed it down to Kelvin Hamilton, but that pass got picked off. Now the Rustlers are going to try again. Pfister sends it up to Hamilton. And now Carson James is there. His shot gets blocked. Hamilton with a centering pass, but nobody was there. And the Rustlers got to back up in a hurry as Hillmond comes up with some speed. Eisman swats that into the corner. Cole Horn with a good defensive play, using his skate to break up the pass there. And now we got a referee's hand up. It's going to be a Hillmond penalty. Roughing appears to be the call. We'll see what he tells the timekeepers here. It's going to be a Rustlers penalty, although the whistle was blown when Hillmond touched the puck. It's going to be Cole Horn. Couple of minutes for roughing. Hillmond wins the draw, setting up their power play unit here now. It's Stang to Stansfield, but it gets knocked off his stick by Ouellette, and the Rustlers are able to clear the zone. Mullen almost had a glorious chance there, breaking up a cross-ice pass, but it hopped right over his stick. Rustlers able to kill some more time off this clock nonetheless. Hillmond now has a chance to enter the zone. We got it at the half boards on the right wing. A sharp angle shot is right in the chest of Eisman. He holds on to that one, no problem. We got a minute 13 left in this Rustlers penalty kill. Lawson in for the draw, but Hillmond wins this one. They work across the blue line, back once again. Down towards the corner as they cycle it along the boards now. Walking towards the blue line and now back down to the corner once again. Swing it back up to the point as we got 45 seconds left in this Hillmond power play. Hillmond finally attempts a shot, but they fan on that attempt. Rustlers can't clear the zone, though. Now Hillmond works up to the point. They don't pull the trigger on a shot. Swinging around boards into the far corner. 20 seconds remaining in their power play. And they've only got one shot on goal. There's a shot and a great scoring chance. But Eisman in a perfect position. Connor James does a great job of getting a scoring chance in the penalty kill and helping kill some more time with that clock, as now the Rustlers are back to full strength. And now with numbers, it's Shirley firing a one-timer over the net. And the Hitmen come the other way. They send it to the right wing, crossing the blue line. Played into the far left corner. Now Rustlers not quite able to clear the zone, giving the Hitmen a chance here. They try to go across the ice, but there were about 3 Rustlers in that passing lane. Now Goslin lumbering through the neutral zone, warding off defenders left and right. Gets it to Shirley, and his shot goes just wide. The Hitmen able to clear the zone, and it's Ouellette there to pick it up in the neutral zone. He comes with speed down the left wing. His shot catches the shoulder of the goaltender and goes up and into the netting. Face off to DeYoung's blocker hand side down here as we're a little over 4 minutes gone in this third period. Still 4-0 for the home team. Glusky wins the draw, but Hillmond had a chance to clear, but they couldn't clear. Pardon me if I'm distracted for a moment, as it's 50-50 time.
15281. Orange ticket 152881.
And I was real close, but not close enough. About 30 numbers off from the winning ticket tonight. But no such luck. That's an icing call on Hillmond. It'll come all the way back down. Clausen in for the offensive zone draw, and he wins it back to Horn. Horn's shot was deflected. Clausen got high stick there, but the referee right in front of him doesn't call penalty. James with a little spinorama at the point, avoiding 2 defenders. Slick moves. Clausen from the Zamboni doors puts a sharp angle shot on goal. Rebound lands on a Hillmond stick, and they clear the zone. And now that's an icing call on the Hitmen. And the Rustlers will get some fresh legs out there. It's going to be Pfister, Hamilton, and Carson James. Cole Horn and Connor James on the back end. Hillmond swings it all the way around the boards, but Connor keeps it in. Keeps it in a second time. Almost keeps it in a second time, I should say, as we get a whistle here. Looks like it's a hand pass. Mister in for the draw once again. Rustlers win it and quickly enter the zone. It's Carson James. Sharp angle shot, missed the net. It stays in the far corner. Pfister there trying to make something happen with it. He slides it up to Cole Horn. His shot goes wide. Now Connor with the centering pass. And had a teammate there. But his stick got lifted at the last second, so Kelvin Hamilton's going to hustle back. Grab that puck and clear down the ice. Horn chips it forward. It's going to go all the way down the ice, but no icing call as the Hitman got a stick on it. Now McEwen down the right wing, fakes a shot, tries to go cross ice with it. But again, a couple of Rustlers sticks in that passing lane, as there has been most of the night. And Shirley now carries it himself through the neutral zone. Crosses the blue line, sidesteps the defender. The saucer pass right to the back post to Marchand, but he couldn't knock it out of the air. Now it's Woodward going all the way across to Layton. He's going to wind up and shoot. And that got deflected up into the glass. Not out of play, though. And now Goslin gets it at the point. His shot's on goal with no screen at all, so it's held on to no problem. As we now got 7 minutes expired in the third period, 13 to go, and the Rustlers holding on to a 4-0 lead in this, their last regular season home game of the year. Once again, they're going to St. Walburg tomorrow night to play the Eagles. And if they can hold on for the win tonight, tomorrow's game could have big implications as far as playoff seeding.
Congratulations, late 50-50 winner, Mr. Stu Harbaugh. $1,190.
$1,190 50-50 winner tonight. Somebody's going home happy. Rustlers win the draw, working in behind the net. Now Hillmond comes away with it, swinging around the corner. But McCluskey hot on the forecheck. Forces them to go the other way, and they chip it out of the zone as Bailey on his jets chasing that one down. And a good play from Bailey to break that up. Hillmond keeps control of it, though, and now McCluskey's going to take a bad luck tripping penalty. And the Rustlers, who are perfect on the penalty kill so far tonight, are going right back to the penalty kill again. Rustlers win the draw here. It's Connor James slinging it around the boards, but not all the way out of the zone. That one will get out, though, as Clausen makes another great defensive play.
12-13.
Now Eisman comes out of his net, just swinging around the boards. Can't get it past Stansfield, who was standing along the boards. Carson James is able to get a hold of it, clears it all the way down the ice. We're nearly halfway through this penalty kill for the Rustlers already. And once again, they've yet to allow any solid scoring chances. Eisman gets his pocket picked as he was looking for a teammate when he came out to play the puck. But thankfully, Connor James was there. Did a great job clearing it all the way down the ice and getting us into the second half of this penalty kill. Hillmond clears it, or dumps it, I should say, into the Rustlers' end. Maybe even you could call that a long shot on goal from about center ice. Eisman holds on to that one easily. Carson James with a great forecheck. Forces a turnover here, giving the Rustlers possibly a shorthanded chance. He's got a little spinorama to get around the defender, but couldn't keep possession of the puck while he did it. Now Roulette picks up the loose puck and dumps it in. As we're quickly approaching the end of this penalty kill, McCluskey is standing and ready to go. Roulette picks off a pass in the neutral zone, tries to feed Pfister. Just out of his reach, though. He's going to save some of his wind for a good offensive chance here. Now we're back to full strength. And we've reached the halfway point of this third period. Hamilton now in the corner as there's a loose puck there, and he's fighting for it, but it rings around the boards to Connor James. It's Mullet there now. He's just going to spin around and play it down low. James can't keep it in the zone, but he is able to hold on to possession of it, and he just makes an extra move at the blue line to avoid the pressure from the defender, puts his teammate offside, and the draw comes just outside the blue line with 9.5 minutes to go. Rustlers win the draw. And now from their own end, it's Horn The saucer pass that doesn't connect but ends up right on goal. Held on to for another draw. Now Hillmond clears his own, carrying it through the neutral zone here. But not all the way into the Rustlers' end as Levi Woodward pokes that loose puck to James. Now Lishka tips it in all the way in behind the Hillmond goal. A long pass attempt from Hillmond didn't connect and just missed the Rustlers' net by mere inches. But that's enough for an icing call. Rustlers win the draw. It's Dicker from the slot. Loses control on his backhand. And now Hillmond from behind their own net to make something happen. They can't control that aerial pass, though, and now McCluskey picks up a loose puck, sidesteps the defender, goes to his backhand, but can't get it up and over the right pad. And now a goal from Ty Mullet. They're going to call it a goal. It went off his skate. No distinct kicking motion, I'm guessing, is going to be the explanation on that one. And they're going to give it to Ty Mullet, his second goal of the night. That makes it 5-0 for the Rustlers here with a little over 8 minutes to go.
The Rustler goal, his second of the game, scored by number 7, Ty Mullet.
And now Shirley forces a turnover in Hillmond territory, but the Hitmen quickly get control of the puck. Now the Rustlers pick it up in the neutral zone. It's Marchand slamming on the brakes just inside the blue line. And Goslin gets the puck, has to just dump it in. Goslin, great job to keep it in the blue line. His shot from the point looking for a redirect and got it. There wasn't enough on it to fool the goaltender there. Marchand chasing it down behind the net. He's got Cody Woodward with him, and now Brian Ouellette comes in to help out as well in the right corner. He tries to chip it up the boards, but it gets knocked down by the Hillmond forward, and they come the other direction. Goslin forces a turnover in his own end. And now it's Shirley with Carson James. Shirley cuts towards the middle. He's got Pfister, but that pass gets picked off. And the Hitmen head south once again. Great defensive play there by Cole Horn. Knocked the puck off the stick of the puck carrier. And then Pfister gets a stick on that shot attempt and deflects it way up in the sky, forcing a face-off. Again, if the Rustlers can hold on to this lead tonight, then tomorrow night's game does have playoff seeding implications. Dewberry only has one game remaining on their schedule. And that's happening right now against Meadow Lake. And if the Rustlers win tonight, they would draw even with the Dewberry Mustangs. But if the Mustangs win tonight, then of course the Rustlers will still trail by 2 points. but could once again draw it even with a win in St. Walburg tomorrow. And that was offside as Lishka couldn't hold up. It's going to be Clausen, Lishka, and Woodward out here. As time starts to tick down on the Hitmen's hopes of a comeback here. Hillmond tries a centering pass. Can't find a teammate, though, and now the Rustlers hard on the forecheck, trying to force a turnover down near the Hitman blue line. Solid hit from Bailey near center ice. And now the Rustlers pick up a loose puck in their own end. Ouellette brings it up to McCluskey. And that shot from Mullet steered away by DeYoung. But Goslin then picks up the loose puck in the neutral zone, makes a nice play off the boards to himself. Can't get a shot on goal, though, and now the Hitmen trying to get out of their own end. Dicker now with it in the corner. Slippery move to step around the defender. He goes backhand into the slot, but Mullet can't get anything on that. And now Dicker has it in the slot once again. He shoots, he scores! Dicker from the high slot. And a moment of patience. Beats DeYoung, high blocker side, and that one's got him deflated. It's now 6-0 for the Rustlers with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this third period. Hitmen win the draw. Send it in behind Eisman and his cadets.
Number 7, Ty Mullet.
Rustlers quickly come the other way.
Dicker.
Shirley dumps it. And now he's going to go to the penalty box. As after he dumped that puck, player was skating alongside him. Got a nice big slash from Shirley. They're both going to go to the box. The Hillmond player, I didn't catch his name or his number on his jersey. He was talking some smack, which must have got under Mike Shirley's skin a little bit. It's going to put the Rustlers on the penalty kill once again for, I'm going to guess, the 6th time tonight? 6th, 7th time maybe? I haven't been keeping track, but it's been a lot.
For the penalties to Hillmond, number 7, Joel Gagnon, 2 minutes for roughing. And to the Rustlers, number 71, Mike Shirley, 2 minutes for flashing, and 2 minutes for roughing. Time of penalties, 401.
Now battle in the corner for it. Boston's got it pinned there. He's got Connor James with him. Puck comes to the point. Hillmond works to the right wing. And a nice shot block by Horn. Rustlers been shot blocking machines tonight. The one who's leading the way is out there providing the pressure at the top of the box. It's Trevor Clausen. Hillmond goes to the left wing. That shot is a rolling puck, goes up and over the net. They had a good chance, but that puck was up on end. And they sent it sky high. exactly 3 minutes remaining in regulation. We're in the second half of this penalty kill. Goslin slings it all the way down the ice. And time ticks away. The Hitmen have struggled a little bit this season. They sit second last in the standings in the SaskAlta League. But they are a lock for the playoffs. A win tonight would have helped them as far as seeding goes. And they might still, depending on what Elk Point and Meadow Lake do in the next couple nights, they do have a chance to move up from the 8th seed to the 7 or 6. But they are in the playoffs, regardless of what happens tonight. And now Marchand with a breakaway. He slams on the brakes right in front of the crease. Takes his time and just pops one over the pad of De Jong on the glove side to make this a 7-0 blowout with 1:52 to go. Marchand getting on the board. I've been scouring social media and haven't been able to find an update on the score of the Dewberry Meadow Lake game. So I can't fill you in on how this is going to affect the Rustlers' place in the standings. But either way, it's a big night for the Rustlers to play a dominant game of hockey in their last home game on the regular season schedule. They were undefeated on home ice until last weekend when they lost a real close one, 4-3, with a goal in the final 3 minutes, when they hosted the Paradise Hill Hawks.
Last minute play, regulation.
That will be the only blemish on their home game schedule this regular season, as this one is all over in the next 43 seconds. The Rustlers had a chance to extend it to 8 there, but a good save by De Jong in the late stages of this one. They're going to finish the regular season 7-1 on home ice, which bodes well for them and their home ice advantage in at least the first round of the playoffs. They could potentially get home ice in the second round of the playoffs, depending on how these last couple nights shake out. But with 38.8 seconds remaining in this game, all they want to do is get out of here healthy and not have too much drama, as they've got a big game in St. Walburg tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Roulette had a chance for his second in the night in the slot there, but that one went right over his stick. Bailey doing a great job of hustling back and not allowing any chances here for Hillmond in the final seconds. We've got 10 to go. Puck is pinned in the corner. Hillmond with a quick shot there from the faceoff dot right in the chest of Eisman. And it looks like with 5.8 seconds on the clock, the Rustlers are going to be shorthanded again. Not that it matters a whole lot to anybody other than Eisman, really. He's working with a clean sheet with less than 6 seconds to go. And now this Chase Renton, who's been a bit of a firecracker all night, running his mouth pretty steadily. Jawing it out with Brian Ouellette, who won't back down from any challenge, I can tell you that much. The ref's telling him to just get your butt to the dressing room because you're out of here. Hillmond's final game will be tomorrow night at home. They're going to be hosting the first place Lashburn Flyers. So a tough test for them, and potentially or probably a first round playoff preview between the 1 seed and the 8 seed. And like I've said a number of times, a lot of things can and probably will change. But if the regular season were to end tonight, tomorrow night's game would also be a preview of a first round matchup between the 5 seed Rustlers and the 6 seed St. Walburg, 4 seed Rustlers and 5 seed St. Walburg Eagles. And the officials decide that's enough funny business for tonight. It's a 7-0 game with 5.8 seconds left in the clock. We're just going to blow the buzzer on this one and call it a night. So that's it for the Wainwright Rustlers with a 7-0 victory. Tommy Eisman picks up his 5th win of the season, his 2nd shutout of the season. As he only had to face 17 shots, but he looked good on all of them. 44-17 is the final total in shots as the Rustlers dominated here tonight on home ice. They're going to hit the road tomorrow evening, head to St. Walburg, do the best they can to slide up in the standings a spot or two. And that's it for us for the regular season. Playoff schedule obviously yet to be announced, but as soon as it is, it'll be posted on all the Rustlers' social media channels. And when it comes time for that first playoff game, we'll be there with you as we bring you the action from here in Wainwright. With your Wainwright Rustlers, we appreciate all of you who joined us tonight. We just got an update that Dewberry won 5-3. I see that now. So things remain the same here tonight. Rustlers with a chance tomorrow to take the 3 spot over the Dewberry Mustangs if they could pick up a win in St. Walburg. Keep an eye on the Rustlers' Facebook, Instagram, Twitter to keep up with the game tomorrow night. And until the next home game, we're signing off. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.